Yeah!
Go, go! Yeah!
Oh!
That is a hit at a mile.
Alright guys, welcome back to 243 Outdoors. My name is Josh. Tonight we're going to take a look at the Lee Quick Trim, and this is the Deluxe Quick Trim. It does trims, chamfers, and deburrs. And then I also have the regular trim that doesn't chamfer deburr. This one comes with my kit, and I've been looking for it and I found it, so I dug it out too. And with it, I'll basically show you what it does. There's this adjusting ring here, and if it's turned all the way, when I hold it like this and turn it all the way that way, that's the longest the cartridge can be with this trimmer. Then you will click it, and it makes a click back, and that's how you adjust it down. It's somewhere supposed to be about a thousandth or so per click, but it kind of varies. So I've got this one set up. This is the 223. It's just a die. It looks like kind of like a crimp die for a 223, but you screw it all the way in. You have a little shaving catcher that pretty much doesn't catch anything because I've yet to see it. Most of it sticks to the cutter. You place your round in it and you run it up. You drop your cutter down the hole and you crank on it. So I've got 10 rounds of, this is Wolf Gold 223. And we're going to measure this stuff out, we're going to run it all through the trimmer, and then we're going to remeasure it. We want to see how consistent this is. What I've done in the past is use the Lyman trimmer, which uses these little pilots. They're caliber specific. This is the 6.5 Creedmoor here, and you chuck a round into this and you turn it by hand. Works very good, but it's very tiresome. It's very fatiguing, you get cramps in your hand. There also is an adapter to chuck this end in a drill, but you're still constantly chucking rounds in this. So we're going to see if this is a little better option. Running them through the press and cranking on it doesn't seem too bad. I think they do make a drill attachment for that if that's something you want. Let's get these measured out and see how well this works. So we have 10 rounds of Wolf Gold. We've got our calipers zeroed out. We'll just get some measurements on these. 1.755, 1.759, 1.754, 1.753, 1.754, 1.741. We're going to chuck that one out. That's a little too short. Now, that's one I probably played with the other day or something. Looks like it's been trimmed too far. 1.753, 1.757, 1.754, and our last one is 1.753. So what we're going to do is take a round, put it in our shell plate, we're going to run it up in the die and apply just a little bit of pressure. We're going to take this is already adjusted to the length I want, we're going to drop it down and we're going to give it a few turns. We have a chamfered, deburred, and trimmed round. It actually don't look too bad. So we're going to run through the rest of these real quick. Every couple, I'm going to take this out and inspect the cutter because it's been getting a lot of shavings build up on it. So we'll just give this a few turns. I don't think it takes too many. Sometimes you can turn it over like that and some brass comes out of the case. Let's pull this out and look at it. See, we're getting a little bit of buildup on that. I think that was causing a little bit of problems with me a little bit ago. So every couple, we'll pull it out, just take a blue shop towel, and we'll clean that cutter up. I think most of that's supposed to be falling down. These may be oiled from the factory to keep them from rusting, and that may be why the shavings are kind of sticking to them. There's just a couple of slivers down there in that little catch tray. So let's keep going. Run it up. As you can see, this seems to go pretty fast. There's nothing really tiring about it. We'll do 3 this time and then we'll check it. But a guy could really go through quite a bit of brass this way. So let's pull this out again, and I would say it's an oil issue. There was a whole bunch of brass on it there a little bit ago, and I'd say this is helping wipe some of the oil off of it. There is a little spring in there that there's a spring detent and a ball in there. So we'll finish the rest of these out really quick. And we'll get to measuring them. But if you can do 3 steps in one, that's a big time saving. And this is our last one, our 9th one. One thing I've noticed with this little breech lock insert is it rocks a little bit. So one that doesn't have that might be suited a little bit better. I don't know. So let's reposition the camera and we will measure these things out. So we are zeroed out. We're looking for about 1.750. 1.751, 1.750 and a half, 1.749 and a half, 1.750, 1.750, 1.749 and a half. Well, there we got 1.750 and a half. 1.750, and our last one is 1.750. So these are once fired, they are not sized. I'm just trimming them just to play with this trimmer. So in my book, that is very acceptable. We was probably no more than 1/1000th and a half off. So that's pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy with this. I also picked up rounds for the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 243. So I'm pretty happy with that. These are pretty affordable. I don't have the prices offhand, but the dies are about $10 or $11. I don't know. Well, they may be a little cheaper than that. They may be $7 or $8. And then this trim kit is you just need one of these and then whatever calibers you have. But I want to think that's under $20. It may even be like $15. But I would say for under $25 you could be trimming. And boy, that's chamfers, deburrs, and trims all in one. I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is going to be a pretty good investment. The Breech Lock Pro Press is running great. I've run about 100 rounds through it every night since I've had it, and I also have provisions to load 223 on it. So that was kind of another reason for this, to get some Plinken rounds loaded. Probably looking into buying some bulk 55 grain, probably just full metal jackets here one of these days, and we will probably make some videos on 223 in the progressive press. So tonight's just kind of a short little video. I wanted to kind of play with this a little bit, and I'm very happy with it. So as always, be sure and check out the reloadersnetwork.com. Be sure and check all the links in the description. And if you haven't already, my Utah video, the 1200 yard milk jug challenge, went live last night, just about 24 hours ago. So that's not on my channel, that's on the Long Range Shooters of Utah's channel. So if you want to sneak over there and check it out, it's a pretty good video. And like I've been telling people, if you like that one, the next one coming is going to be better. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.